Boys, lads, do I have a video for you today? I am going to give you a morsel of knowledge that some of you have been yearning for, and that is the introduction of a gun you've never heard of that every single one of you can afford, no matter how many guns you have. This is the Taurus TS9. Like I said, a gun you've probably never heard of. This is a phenomenal gun coming in at $250. Like, guys, this gun would be impressive if it was $450. Never mind $250. So I actually just randomly happened upon this gun online and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. What is that? Realizing it's a Taurus and it's called the TS9 and it was like the Brazilian military's gun or something like that. And Taurus recently brought it to the United States. And oh my gosh, let me tell you, I actually shot this video already. I had shooting footage with targets and a nice little shooting montage for you guys. At some point, my camera mount decided to tilt and I got most of it on the ground. So instead of reshooting 200 rounds through this thing, which probably cost me like a quarter of what this gun costs entirely, I'm just going to give you guys a tabletop on this thing. So here it is. I've been extremely impressed with Taurus lately. They have some phenomenal firearms and quality control lately, especially for the prices that they are offering them at. The GX4 is amazing. I've been carrying that a lot. It totally replaced any of my 365s, Hellcats, all that stuff. Like the Taurus GX4 is phenomenal, honestly, for a micro compact. There's a G2C at my range that's a rental that has like 15,000 rounds on it or something. They've never changed anything. It's never had a malfunction. Like, Taurus is kind of killing it. And with this thing, guys, if you guys want a beater gun, a training gun, that's why I originally bought this, is so I could train people with it and just give them a gun that I can beat up and not care about, stuff like that. But this becomes more than that, because this is actually a phenomenal shooting firearm. Check out this bore axis. People have been paying thousands lately for like Hudson H9, the Alien, this new pistol, that new pistol, the what is it? I don't even know what it was called anymore. There's just so many of these low bore axis guns that are like, oh my god, look at this thing. This thing is a $250 gun. Look at that bore axis. So this is how I typically eye bore axis when you're looking at a gun, is get a nice full high grip, look on the other side, and it's about that much. It's like absurd how low this slide fits, and I think that's due to the action. So this does not have a normal Browning action. You can see the top of the slide is a one solid piece, and it just has this tiny port on the side over here, like the new Kimber R7 Mako. I believe this and that share the operating mechanism, but what it basically allows this pistol to do is have this incredibly low bore axis. And then it also is extremely soft shooting. This is noticeably more soft shooting than any of the guns I've shot recently, including Gen 5 Glocks, my Walther PDP, the Steyr C9A2, VP9, all of those things I've shot a lot recently, and as soon as I popped off the first round on this, it's noticeably, it's a very soft shooting 9mm pistol, one of the softest I've shot in a long time, which is very impressive. Let's just like I said, disregard the price on this thing. It's just a very impressive pistol. The fit and finish is fantastic for a polymer gun. And so we're talking about the recoil impulse. Let's talk about the trigger on a $250 gun. Is it going to be amazing? No, it's not amazing, but it is completely serviceable. And I would use this over a Glock 100%. So we have a very plasticky feeling trigger. We have the normal trigger shoe safety in there, and then you can hear plastic on plastic wearing. I'm sure that would wear over time. I only have 250 rounds to this thing, 200 rounds-ish. But you can hear a little bit of squeaking. But anyway, we have some take up, come to a wall, little bit of mush, creep, and then a break. And then there's your reset on the wall again. It's honestly a decent trigger. It's probably like 5.5, 6 pound pull. But it's a very good trigger. Like I said, I would take it over a Glock any day. We do have 17 round mags. 2 of them come with the gun with a nice bright follower. This thing, the trigger, the thing I like about the trigger is the profile. This nice sweep is very good on your trigger finger over shooting at 200 rounds. Like, there's no hot spots. The gun is very comfortable to hold. It has a great ergonomic profile. I just can't get over this bore axis. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome. So it has a great ergonomic profile. We have very light finger grooves. We have very aggressive texturing on the front, on the back, all over the gun. This stuff is like like 60 grit sandpaper or like 40 grit sandpaper. This is very aggressive, and it gives you a phenomenal grip on the gun. My fingers happen to interface with these finger grooves very well, so I love that as well. Guys, 250 bucks. By the way, let me look what you, let's see what you get in this thing. So you get an actual case, and then inside you get a tool to take this thing apart. Anything you would want to do to this gun, you can do with this little tool. You get a mag loader right here, and then you get 4 back straps. Like, what? They go from like tiny, like I think this is like the medium small, then you get like a medium, and then you get like really big. And man, you get a lot for this $250 BTW, and it's impressive. So like I said, you get grip, you get backstrap interchangeability if you want to change the sizes and stuff like that. We have a normal pick rail up front. This is like a compact with a full-size frame kind of gun. So like the PDP 4-inch and stuff like that, like the FN 509. That's what this gun kind of is. We have really good metal sights of the 3-dot variety. They're very low profile and they work phenomenally. They're actually sighted in. Cough, cough, FN reflex. Yeah, for 250 bucks, this thing's sighted in, great grip texture, decent trigger, and like super low bore axis, fancy operating mechanism, and the mag release is a little bit stiff. That's one thing I will say, but after using it more and more, it is loosening up. But I mean, you guys, we can't ask for perfection in a $250 gun, and I don't expect it. But the mag release is big, it's easy to hit, and then the controls are phenomenal. This is a really, really good slide release. Like, it's very ergonomic to push up, and it's even more ergonomic to drop. This thing is really good on both sides. Really easy to drop the slide. That is just a phenomenal design. It is like cut so that it's flush. So you have almost no chance of accidentally pushing it up or holding it down while you have a full grip on the gun. It's actually very well placed, very well designed. It's hard to believe that this gun, no one's ever heard of it, number one, and number two, that it's so economical in price, because its performance, the groups I was able to attain with this thing, the actual reliability, 100% reliable in the 250 rounds, the shootability, like I said, this bore axis along with this operating mechanism, it's just a very, very soft shooting gun. So, I mean, under $400, I can't even think of a gun that can compete with this thing, honestly. This thing is phenomenal, especially, I mean, here's the elephant in the room. It's not optics ready. So if you care about optics ready, this gun obviously isn't for you. I don't think it has an optics ready version. I didn't see one, and I'm not sure if they will make one or not. Maybe if it's successful enough. Taurus is pretty good at doing their Toro, the optics ready slides on most of their guns. But man, if you don't care about optics, I mean, unless you're going for like a PDP, something in that range, like PSA dagger, I got rid of my dagger for this gun. This gun is significantly better than a PSA dagger. Like, it's way better texture, way better ergonomics, way softer shooting, 100%. It looks cooler. The colors, it comes in like 3 or 4 different colors. I love this OD green and black. Everything about this I'll take over a PSA dagger. It's just a phenomenal shooting gun. What else is like, I mean, at 250 bucks, that's like high point type crap. So definitely this over a high point. I'd take this over a Glock. If you wanted to give me a Glock that's not optics ready versus this, I'm taking this absolutely 100%. This is, like I said, it's a shocking gun and a gun that all of us can afford. And it is easily the best budget performer I have ever tried in my life. I'm 100% keeping this for myself, for students, for training new people. Like, this is just a great gun to give your friends. Oh my gosh. And like gift ideas, guys, you could gift these things to like 250 bucks. You can get someone a really good, cool performing gun that they will really like. I mean, this thing just fits a lot of niches where you just want to throw a gun someplace and just have one there. I mean, this is a really good option for that. And someone looking for their first gun, they want to get into semi-autos and stuff. Guys, that's it. That's what this is all the stuff that this falls into. If you guys are looking for a phenomenal budget gun, you just want to try something different, you want to try something without a Browning action, this thing is worth a shot. No pun intended. Highly, highly recommended by me, the Taurus TS9. Phenomenal buy, guys. Go check one out for yourself if you can find one in a store. If not, no sweat. $250 off your back, and you can have one of your own. All right, guys. Catch you later.